Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this affordable Sapphire Smokey look. If you all want to see that, then keep on watching. To get this look started, let me go grab my primer. I am using my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Primer. I really like this. It feels really good on the skin, and it's very affordable. Alrighty, and for foundation, I shall be testing out the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade Nude Beige. Now taking this, I do wish that it had a pump or a wand like the Wet n Wild, but as you can see, you just have to pour it out on your hand. Probably too much. Taking that and blending it out. Okay, I do like it. I do wish it did have some sort of application tip. I would like it to be a little bit more fuller coverage. And it really doesn't do much for my pores. As you can see, we still got them there. So next up, we're taking our concealer. I'm taking my CoverGirl Outlast All Day in the shade Fair. Okay, now the next step, of course, we need to set all that. Taking my e.l.f. translucent setting powder. So just taking a bit of that e.l.f. powder and putting it underneath. Now you want to put a little bit more in this area than you would the rest of your face because you have a lot of product hair with concealer and foundation, and those can easily crease, and we don't want that. So anywhere that might crease or move, you want to put extra there. And like your nose, and especially the sides of your nose, if you wear glasses or if you wear sunglasses, you really want your makeup to stay in place. But as for the rest of the face, it can be much lighter. So just taking the little powder puff that came with it and lightly going over. Really want to press that in to help make it last and make it stay. So, taking one of the Ulta kits and boxes, these things are amazing, guys. They're only like 20 bucks and they come with everything: eyeshadow, concealers, brow products, which we are going to be using next, blushes, bronzers, highlights. These are a really, really good investment, guys. I really highly suggest getting one. So taking one of the drawers, I'm going in with the darkest shade of the brow powder and just taking a little bit on an angled eyeshadow. Now that the brows are done, it's time to wipe the baking off our face. Just taking a clean, fluffy brush and just knocking all the excess off. now it's time to continue on with the contouring. Taking my Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, just taking that on a bronzer brush, and I really like to start at the temples because it really gives you a good mark of where you're supposed to be. And just work your way around that. And you don't have to be particularly neat on the cheekbones because we are taking this lighter shade. Just taking that on our Cake and Bake sponge and just cutting it. Now we let that bake, and while we let that bake, we are going to use this as a brightening powder. So you just want to take a little bit of it on a small fluffy facial brush and go down on the points that need brightening or where you want to put your highlight down. Now I'm going to contour my nose. Now I'm just taking an angled brush like this, as you can see. And using the narrow part, I'm contouring. And then we turn the brush and we blend that out. Next up, we are going in with the one that came in the Ulta box. I'm taking this medium one right here. Ooh, look at that. That's real pretty. Next up, I am taking my highlighter in the NYX Away We Glow in Crystal Glare. Now, this technique is my favorite. I like to take a little bit and just blend that out. Now, I love putting down a liquid highlighter first because it really gives that intense glow. And then what I like to do is take a powder highlighter and set that, and they mix together and it creates a blinding highlight, guys. So I'm taking my NYX Illuminator in the shade Ritualistic, taking that on a fan brush. And look at that glow. I love it. So next up, let's move to the eyes. All right, taking my favorite tried and true eye primer, the Ulta eye primer in Champagne. Now, this is very affordable, guys. Ulta has really good products that are quite affordable. Blending that out, and of course, like any cream product, we do need to set that. And I am also using the eyeshadows that it came with. This is very well loved, as you can see. So we are going to be setting it with buttercream. And now it's time to start with our transition shades. I am taking the shade Caramel, and you just want to blend that in your upper crease. Taking the darker shade right next to it, Milk Chocolate, blending that in your crease as well. It's very important to always warm up your crease, or else it can look a bit patchy or it won't blend well. So just remember that. Taking the shade Mink, which is a much darker brown. On a smaller, more defined brush, we are taking Galaxy. Now you always want to be very careful and very precise with black. What I like to do is just take a flat brush and my concealer and just paint it on the tip. You don't want too much. And then just cut the crease. And you want to make sure that you do leave a bit of black. That is why we blended the black up a little bit higher than we normally would. Okay, now that we have our cut crease, it's time to put down the color. Once again, taking a defined brush, we are going in with the shade Sapphire and really start packing that on. What I like to do is take that brush and just wet it a little with some setting spray. I'm using the Ulta setting spray that we will be using later to set our face. And this just really helps it to stay. Alrighty, look at that pigmentation. I just love this shade of blue. Next, taking a little flat brush like this. Going in with that same shade, you want to put that underneath. And I am just cutting my shadow here a little bit to make it a little sharper. And to fill in the rest of the under eye, I am just taking that milk chocolate shade again and filling that in. And you want to blend it with the Sapphire. One of the most important steps in makeup is blending, blending, blending. Taking my Maybelline Precise eyeliner in the shade black. Alrighty, now it's time to curl our lashes, and I will do that off camera and we'll be right back. Alrighty, I've curled my lashes off camera, so now it's time for mascara. I'm taking the Voluminous Lash Paradise. I love this one, guys. There's no words for it even. I am just in love with this mascara. It is my favorite drugstore mascara. Beautiful. Now I'm taking my L'Oreal Infallible and I'm going to tight line. Taking now my Wet n Wild color icon in the palette Sweet as Candy. Taking the Brow Bone shade in a small facial brush. We are just going to highlight our inner tear duct and our brow bone using the lightest shade. Wipe off that baking we had going. And set it in place using our Ulta Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. And that is our look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this affordable smoky sapphire look. If you did, give it a big ol' like and let me know down in the comments below if you recreated this. Also, my social medias are down there in the description box. Also, check out the social media shout out down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye!